Rapper 600 Breezy has revealed that his girlfriend of 2 years has unexpectedly passed away. The Chicago rapper took to Instagram to mourn the loss of his partner, Raven Jackson. Now, before I go on any further, I had this conversation earlier on my main channel, S_Hutchinson, where I often talk about mental health, something that we overlook in the Black community, but yet it's something that's happening every day. I often tell people it's okay to not be okay some of the times, but it's definitely not okay to be not okay all of the time. So a close friend of Raven's by the name of Ayana Carter made a post to Raven, and what it seems like is that they were both dealing with mental health struggles, which honestly can be one of the worst things that you can ever do. That equals trauma bonding. You need one person to be the voice of reason. You need one person to be the strong person when the other person is having a weak moment. If you see me exhibiting these type of behaviors, I would prefer that someone reached out to try to get me help. And I'm not blaming this young lady because her friend is gone. But what I'm saying is there are always warning signs. The signs are always right there. It's just too often we just wait to make posts about it on social media later on. She goes on to say, "Am I having a bad dream, Ray? You just told me when you come back to Canton, you was coming over to see me. What's wrong when you're coming? I'm rolled up and waited to match that good shit. You just told me how proud of me you was. Who am I gonna hear from now? And your voice, we came from the same hometown. I know how it is. Keep going. We tried exploring other things to make it out. Folks like us won't get the full support we deserve. Who will I have my relative hometown talks with? Again, Ray, can we have that long talk again? Can you tell me to go even harder one more time? I'm so sad. You were so sweet. Do you know how loved you were? When I made my suicidal post, Ray, what did you tell me? Strong people can only be strong for so long, and we can look so well put together. I will cherish all tips, the love, the support, and encouraging words we always given each other. Rest in peace, sweet Ray." Now, I want to move on to a statement that was made by her boyfriend and rapper 600 Breezy. He goes on to say, "Baby, why would you do this to me? Why would you do this to us? I was coming back home. I promised you I would. You just gonna leave me forever? You know how many people love you, Raven? I would have never left you if this was the outcome. I'm fucked up for the rest of my life, baby. Mentally, you just fucked me up. I'm shaking, I'm crying. I love you so much, Stinky Pie. My woman, my wife, my life. You pushed me away so you could do this. I wouldn't have died with you, Raven. I did any and everything for you. I'll never be able to love again. At Raven K. Jackson. I'll see you soon, baby. God help me, please." My prayers definitely go out to every person involved in this situation. But this is part of what people don't understand about mental illness, because nobody's actually thinking that, wow, I'm going to hurt all of these people if I take my life. Usually people suffering with mental illness and thoughts of suicide, they just want the pain to stop. They'll do anything to make the pain stop. They also feel sometimes that they can be a burden to maybe their friends or family with their mental health struggles. So they actually think that they're helping the person out by leaving this world. I know it all sounds crazy, but that's just how it feels to actually battle with these mental health issues every single day. Now, I want to go back to a post that Raven made back in February 5th of this year. She went on to say, "Even if I were to die tomorrow, I don't want anyone to feel guilt for not talking to me. That's probably what I wanted. Don't be remorseful. Stand on everything you did or said to me while I was in the rim. I already forgave you. Use my death for sympathy, to get out of work, to get out of jury duty, to simply take a break. Whatever you can use it for, milk it. Repost my content and tag me as much as you want. Lie like we were close. I promise once I'm gone, I will not care. I really don't even care much at all now. And I will be even more honest that social media can be a very cold place for people like myself that suffer with mental health issues, because people will tell you, hey, log off, you have no business being here, bothering others. They will push and provoke, and they will push people even to the ledge, and they will cover it up under the guise of entertainment. Well, there's nothing entertaining about any of this. Even in a lot of the posts that you read on this girl's death, you hear a lot of, what about me? You left me behind, or I wouldn't have done this to you, or we were fighting this together. But no one's taking into consideration how bad this girl had to be hurting when she thought that taking her life was the only way to make this pain stop. And I said all of that to say, if you see something, say something. If you have a family member or a friend who is suffering with mental illness, try to have a little bit more compassion. Give them the same mercy and grace that you would want someone to give to you or your family member. If you or anybody you know is experiencing abuse, domestic violence, suicidal thoughts, or sexual assault, these are the numbers to call. If you feel like someone you know is in immediate danger, you should call 911 or your country's local emergency line, or go to an emergency room to get immediate help. Explain that it is a psychiatry emergency and ask for someone who is trained for these type of situations. All information will also be pinned down below, but you can also call the National Suicide Prevention Hotline at 1-800-273-8255. That's the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. They are open 24/7 for anyone with suicidal thoughts or who are in crisis. It offers helps for Spanish speakers and anyone who is deaf or hard of hearing. Just know that if you're suffering, you're not suffering alone. It's okay to get help.